We're calling this the Baker Mayfield Award. And the reason why we're calling it this is that Baker Mayfield was a Cleveland Brown quarterback. He put up some decent years, and then he hurt his shoulder, kind of fell out of favor, bounced around. He was actually in Carolina, then actually came to the Rams, and then last season went to Tampa, where we kind of just felt like, okay, Tampa is going to kind of, in a sense, tank to get like one of the quarterbacks that's coming out this year. Lo and behold, Baker Mayfield becomes a absolute pretty serviceable quarterback, and so we get the Baker Mayfield Award because he just signed a new contract with the Buccaneers, re-signing with them. So this is what we're calling this, is he is not trash, and we can make this work. And I'm gonna tell you the person, the exact fit for this is none other than Minnesota Timberwolves Rudy Gobert. Because I want to take you back to last year. This time last year, this was the worst trade in NBA history. Everybody was on this. Everybody was like, this is terrible. How do you commit this amount of money to the center position? And I still believe that. I don't believe that it was wrong. I believe it was wrong because I still believe in the ideology of that you cannot commit the amount of dollars that the Minnesota Timberwolves have committed to the center position. I still believe that. Because if you look at it, Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert combined to make almost like $100 million. Okay, the cap is like 178. So you do the math on that. But what I will say about it is everybody was killing this, including myself. We were killing this deal. Now, I didn't go as far as saying like he was washed. I did hear that though. I heard people say that Rudy Gobert was propped up by a Utah system, and he is no longer this guy anymore. Lo and behold, Rudy Gobert is exactly what we think he is. He is a defensive. He looks like he's going to be an all defensive NBA center. He looks like he could be a defensive player of the year. I want to talk about that on Monday or Tuesday's podcast. We'll get to that a little bit later. But and his teammates seem to have rallied around him. Remember last year, it seemed doom and gloom in Minnesota. But as soon as they got Mike Conley Jr. on that team, it all changed. The vibes were different. And there seemed to be more of a respect level for what Rudy does. Let's not look at the negative. Let's look at the positive. Let's look at what he does. And Minnesota has benefited from this. They are one of the best defensive teams in the league. And it is no surprise why that is. Rudy Gobert is one of those type of centers. He's a generational talent when it comes to the defensive end of the ball. Is he a great offensive player? No. There's some limitations with him on the offensive end. But if you have a point guard who can do pick and roll action, you can get him some easy buckets. He will put back the ball into the basket. He's a good rebounder. He can get you 17.